Focus cross. Don't rebanish purple. It's the same deal, just on the left side now. Ada, if you can move to Epicron. All right, let's go. Don't rebanish triangle. And don't rebanish purple. So how is the situation with Netherwing?
Not sure if anyone will. I don't know if everyone has suddenly built a deep shadow. Otherwise, I don't know.
I think Vacelli is close to Belt of the Long Road, so I reckon we could give it to her.
I think they have it already. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if Morka needs because of Girdle of Satar. I don't know if anyone needs the belt. But yeah, sure. I mean, if no one else needs.
Yeah, I mean, why not? All right. Yeah, wait, I think we need to just focus at least on one more Belt of the Long Road, and then we'll focus on the leather again. All right, so which one of you beautiful hunters want to run around being silly?
Don't touch what
You don't want to use both of them.
All right, Fiola, you are the lucky one tonight. You're the star of the. All right, this is a very simple fight. We will have 3 tanks for this, and it's a very threat intensive fight. So that means that in the first minute, you don't do any damage. I will say when you start damaging, and you always, everybody except the tanks will be behind the boss, right behind him. Just hug one of his legs and just stay there. We will be using heroism for threat per second for the tech group, so we can do as much as possible. So you'll be able to nuke more when you are able to actually do damage. And I will be rotating the shaman. So I'll just, whenever I say your name, you just pop your heroism, and yeah, that's basically it. And Lilo, if you can misdirect the boss to me when we engage him, it would be very lovely. So a quick recap, Fiola will be running around, so we won't get hit by the beams. Because it's somewhat bugged in this on the server. So just stand behind him, heal, away with damage, etc. Yeah, but just wait until I announce it. Okay, let's see if we can get a train going. So everybody just either put follow on me or act like a train. There we go. It's all about love.
We got stamina on support.
Atsune, say when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right. MD up.
Elo, move in.
Harrison, now wait.
You want me to change them, by the way?
No, I'll just do it.
Okay.
Mambo Harrison.
Guys, don't forget, don't deal damage. Just relax.
Okay, start DPS now. But just be cautious. Siga, Harrison now.
Hello.
don't think you did it.
But yeah, you can talk in though.
Rebuff pumpkin, please.
Rebuff.
Okay, so you need to be aware now. We're only 2 up on the threat meter, so just be extra cautious. If you have anything that reduces your threat, visibility, shatter. Okay, Matara, Zala said, just let me get out of that. Just hold the damage. Right, yeah. Wave, Pinanda, stop damage. Please let me get on top. You need to let me on the second place, else you'll get killed. Wave, Ninandra, please listen. Stop your damage. Just let me get 20k above.
I don't will need innervate AP.
Så chilly you over.
Okay, guys, you can proceed.
On me, on me, on me.
Guys, watch your fat. Should not need to be set. You know exactly what to be.
This person down.
Oh,
Well, virtually 2-1 for the team. Good job, guys. Oh, and Inandra, you foresaw it. Well done, everyone.
Who of you wants this awesome item? If you want it for off spec, just go roll.
Well, if nobody wants it, I can grab it.
Go do it.
almost
Take it for Fury, man.
Alright.
Congrats.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's correct. From green, yeah, nice.
The next 5 shoulders are going to Manbo. Manbo, do you want to take this item? Manbo?
Can you hear?
Grabs.
And we've got another person with a 4 out of 5 set bonus. So Graz Viola.
Grazie.
Rats.
Sexy.
Alone be praised.
Outstanding.
All right. I will be taking Skull and Circle. So Fiola, if you can MD Circle to me, I'll grab Skull myself. Pumpkin, if you can grab Cross. And Liverpool, if you can grab Triangle. We'll be pulling them a little bit back. And Sheep, the Battle Mages. And just remember the Centurions, they do a whirlwind, so watch out for it. All right, let's go. The battle mages, they need to be sheathed ASAP. I got hit by 18k crossbows.
I think that we need to... Isn't there, I can't remember if it's the Blood Knight that dispel?
Yeah, I guess we can take them around the corner so they can dispel each other.
Central.
Ah yes, around the corner. Yeah.
That's right.
Do we run in?
Yeah. Yeah, this pack is pretty rough.
Yeah, the Blood Knights dispel sheeps. Yeah, I can see here. And I'm using
Yeah, so we basically have to grab both of the blood thingies, get them Back here. Tank here, maybe. In the corner.
Yeah, they want to spell then. They dispel pretty often.
Yeah, I think that we should kill the Centurions because they do an arcane flurry and it does significantly a lot of damage. So and I don't think that the Blood Knights they do that much damage since they only dispel. So just Pumpkin, you'll just grab circle and just go to the left side here, and Liverpool on the right side.
Naturally.
Lilo, you can misdirect triangle to Liverpool, and Fiola just misdirect circle to. Yeah, to Pumpkin Nest. Alright, guys. Let's go again. So make sure to sheep ASAP. Just spam sheep. And let me hit first.
Yes.
No, it's not Pumpkin.
Okay, go for the skull. Yeah, so basically you just spam sheep. Just keep spamming. You don't need to do damage, just spam sheep. So we make sure that they don't go. Yeah, I mean, but you need to let me hit them off first.
He died again.
Okay, we're going for move. No, wait, the star. Go to star.
We have a combat lock for that last sequence event. Or 80.
Come again, Zar?
You have your combat lock for that last sequence. Or no, Pumpkin, do you have it? And we can do that.
What is that?
Yeah, I got hit by Cone of Cold, 2,170, and Frost Attack from a Battle Mage, 17,800.
Exactly.
17. Okay.
17,000.
Yeah. Maybe use our frost resistance here.
Yeah, it seems like.
Yeah, because it's an attack, it's not a frostbolt, right? So you can't
Yeah.
even double effect it.
And Ninandra got it by 23k from the frost attack as well.
That's nice.
So since it's not armor based, you can even go higher on the tank.
Okay, Liverpool, you're on circle, a pumpkin on cross, and I'm on skull.
Go. Too late.
Ah, no. Yeah, let's just wait. But yeah, these battle mages, they are quite insane. I believe the Inquisitor will mind control, so just be aware. Incoming. Okay, so we have two battle mages again. So basically just spam shoot them. That's basically all you do. We can't afford having one up because 18k damage is it's too much. So let's see. Fiola just MD circle to pumpkin, and Lilo misdirect triangle to Liverpool, and just pull them back. I mean, back as in where the totems are. Or we can have it like this. We need to have one tank on the two Blood Knights. So Pumpkin, you'll be tanking both circle and triangle. So Fiola MD circle to Pumpkin, and Lilo misdirect triangle to Pumpkin as well. So Liverpool, you'll be tanking cross. All right, let's pray and. Yeah, just spam.
Pumpkin line of sight.
Pumpkin and Liverpool just move back, please, because they are in range of the spelling. We need to get them away from these shields. But yeah, just spam. Ninandro is on the record spree, I think.
I told you he would.
Okay, we're gonna go for Moon afterwards. I think that Battle Mage is after Archmage, am I right? I mean, just compared to the damage, it's insane.
Yeah, no idea.
Well, we didn't lose anyone important, so. Oh my, these packs are not a joke.
Damn, they look serious.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
I don't think any of these can be sheeped, so we need to have them tank. So let's see. I will be tanking Skull and Circle. Pumpkin, you are on Cross, and Liverpool, you are on Triangle. So Fiola, you can misdirect Circle to me, and Lilo, if you can misdirect, let's see, Cross to Pumpkin. I'm not 100% sure, but we can try. Try to sheep the Centurion. If not, just grab.
Ship what?
The Centurion.
Where
Okay.
out in the room or in the hallway?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay, it doesn't work. No.
Okay.
I am.
You wear the Marshal. I think it does a whirlwind. Yeah. So.
Still gonna spam.
You can just try and see if he gets off.
Okay, let's see if they have these spells.
I'm quite surprised in this move.
Surprising.
Still not
I mean,
finished.
an Android problem.
That's true. That's a good benchmark.
Yeah,
Still not finished.
you're doing it about it.
Liverpool, you can grab Star.
This one dies fast though. Maybe we can try to kill it first, though? No?
Which one, sorry?
Centurion died pretty fast. But I'm
Yeah,
not
we
sure.
can kill the patrol.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think the Centurion is the only one that can be CC from this, so we'll just win a lot of time by just
Yeah.
having.
I got
All right, let's get the second back.
Milius can just go for the circle.
Yeah. Whenever you run out of the whirlwind, you can just go down. So.
Patrol. Might as well grab it now.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Jesus.
Pulling.
Incoming.
Hello.
Move away. Move away.
Fun part begins.
Oh yeah. All right. The big boss, the hard boss, the chaotic boss. Okay, you see 4 ads in front of us. They all have different abilities, so we need to coordinate for each target. They will come as singles in the first phase, and in third phase, they will all be together and they will have more HP, etc. So, Thaladred the Darkener, he fixates on people, so he doesn't have an aggro table. He will just focus a random person. He walks rather slow, so you need to move away from him. As a melee, you don't touch him at all. You just always focus. If you are focused, you run away. And also, if you're a healer or a DPS caster, you'd always run away. Then we have Master Engineer Telonicus. He throws bombs, basically. He's not that frightening. He will cast something called a toy box that will stun. It lasts for 1 minute and it stuns occasionally, maybe every 10 to 15, 20 seconds. So he's fairly easy. He's the easiest one of them all. Then we have Astromancer Capernian. She is a mage, so she throws fireballs, and she also, if you're in melee range, she will throw something called a conflagration, which will disorient you, and you will also take damage. So no melees will ever be in range of her. And if you're ranged as well, you need to be just a max range if possible. We will have a ranged tanking her. And we have Lord Sanguinar. He has an aggro table, so he needs to be tanked. And he will occasionally cast a fear. So people have to be moving away from him as well. Not melees, but just the rest, so you don't get randomly feared. Phase 1 is fairly simple. I mean, simple as in you'll just get one of each every time. I believe it's Thaladred first, then Lord Sanguinar second, Capernian third, and then Master Engineer Telonicus. So after all 4 is dead, then he will spawn legendary items, and they all have something unique about them. They can help us in the fight itself, and they do a lot of damage as well. So they are very useful for us, basically for everything. We have myself. I will be using the Phase Shift Bulwark, which is the shield that when I use it, I will absorb 100,000 damage. So that's very useful on the Pyroblast. Then we have, we have the Infinite Blade, which is very important as well because it will help dispel the mind controls. He will occasionally do mind controls in Phase 4. So we need to have a few people having it. 2 people, I'd say. Then we have the Staff of Disintegration. It's mages, warlocks. It will, when you use it, it will place a field of some sort within 30 yards, which will grant you stun, silence, and disorient effects. And it's very important because you will be casting these disorient conflagration type of spells. So if you get disoriented, followed by one of his fire meteor strikes, I believe it's something like a meteor strike, you will instantly die. It does too much damage for anyone to survive. So we need to have our warlocks and mages. You need to grab this, and then we have the Netherstrand longbow. It's for hunters. It's it has a chance on hit with increased physical damage by 5%. And then we have, well, the rest is, it will just help with buff up damage. So just the important ones are the Infinite Blade and the Staff of Integration, which has to be picked up no matter what. So yeah, in phase 2, we will basically just be nuking down the weapons. We need to have a lot of damage because they have a lot of HP. And when the phase starts, then there is a timer for phase 3. It's not like when you kill them, it changes. It has a specific timer, so we need to be very, very fast on the damage. And that people have to pick up their specific items. Maybe have it on your action bar or something, and then you can just swap out once we enter phase 4, that is. So phase 3, we will have all of the ads up at once. So we need to actually kill the designated targets at a specific location. So whenever they resurrect, they are not packed up together. They need to be away from each other. Because else it will be chaotic with the conflagration and the fears and etc. So we need to place them on specific places for them to die. Take for example Thaladred the Darkner. He walks very slow, so that means that the best thing to do with him is to kite him to the end of the room, so he will die around here. Because then when he resurrects, he has to walk all the way back to where he stands now. That will win us a lot of time. So just within this line.
Sure, he moves back, doesn't he? Start out where he gets rest.
Come again, sorry?
Are you sure he walks back? Doesn't he just start out where he gets rest? Like if we kill him south, then he will resurrect and start fighting.
If he dies here, he will resurrect here, and it will help us a lot, because if most of us are on the northern side, he has to walk a long way to get to someone, instead of him, resurrecting right next to us along with the others. So I would say that it's best to have him around here. So we will win maybe, I don't know, 15 seconds.
Okay, so the idea with Salahedra is to keep him on south side?
Yeah, that's how my old guild used to do it. We just killed him at the end of the room, and whenever he spawned, he had to walk a long way back just to, get close to a target. And then we will have time to, damage one of the others.
And where do you want Capernian?
I would say Capernian would be around here.
On the right side. No.
Yeah. Because then we have the whole left side for Sanguinar and Telonicus. I would say that Telonicus has to die. Maybe not where he stands now, but very close, maybe to the crystal on his where Thaladred is. Maybe down the stairs on the left side. And then Lord Sanguinar, he can die on the right side. It's a very, very chaotic fight. But that's at least how we did it back then. It takes a while to practice it, to make it perfect, but at least that's what I would say. If anyone has some ideas, suggestions, feel free to say so.
So both Talahedra and Capernian are the dangerous ones that people cannot get near them. So my suggestion is to keep one at north and one at south, instead of the sides. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would say maybe since Telonicus, he's not that difficult. So maybe have him on the left, and then or maybe Sanguinar, so we can have the tank picking up his But Sanguinar is the most dangerous of them, so he needs to be grabbed as soon as possible.
Yeah. Maybe if we pull the weapons more to the middle of the room, Capernian can stay where she is, and if Talahedra, we can kite it south, towards the south.
I think we, at least with regards to the weapons, because moving them takes time, right? And time is of the essence in phase 2. Preferably, we just, as little as we can move them as possible, so we can get as much damage on them as possible, basically. Right? Please, the second here. All right. Well, let me just suggest here then, in terms of roles, if people have some corrections or anything, then let me know. Right, so you wanted to have a Caparian on the right side here,
Yeah, I'd say that it would be the most suitable.
Alright, and then we tie the Faljet back here down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, we can do that. And we should probably have Sanguinar on the left side then, right? And then you want Telonicus at the top? At the plateau?
Yeah, actually that would be perfect.
Okay. Alright, so since phase 1 is basically just a simple version of phase 3, I think we're going to try to assign the different roles here. So, we have Kildress. Kildress, you don't expect out of another protection, right? Oh, sorry. Is my microphone bad today?
It's just a bit noisy in the background.
I'll try to see what I can do here. Oh, this one. Alright, I'm just going to try to go through this as it worked out in my head at least. Alright, so Father of the Darkness, as I said, is just going to stare at a random person. I'll be mindful that the difference between phase 2, 1, and 3 is that he doesn't shadow stay in phase 3, so even if you're far away from him, he can instantly teleport behind you. But I think Liverpool. Alright. So we're gonna get Falcon first. We're gonna cut him to the bottom, place him in the southern corner. Then we're gonna get Sanguinar. I think Atheus picks him up and tanks him here to the left. We're gonna have. Let's see. We just assign groups. So Atheus and I think Morka, you are focusing on healing Atheus in both phase 1 and 3. Then I'm not sure exactly how hard it hits. We'll have to figure that out. He does fear, so be mindful of that. And let's see, Kildresh, you are on the right side of Capernian. Fiola can misdirect Capernian to you when he lets loose. And Edel, you are going to be primarily healing Kildresh in phase 1 and 3. I think we're gonna need Pumpkin. I'm gonna try with you first here. Not sure if it's best to have either you or Liverpool on Locust, but you're gonna need to stay within 30 yards, but outside of 15 yards. The fact with Capernian, as it's great to set, is he has 2 close range abilities. One of them being Confligate, which disorients and does fire damage to anyone within 30 yards. So whenever it's her turn, make sure that anyone but Kelvas moves away from the area, and the rest of you can move in afterwards. Of course, no melees. And Honky will try to stand within those 15 to 20 yard radius, so that he will eat the conflagration. We will call. He will of course try to soak all the conflagrates here, and the conflagrates shouldn't be an issue in phase 3, so we will have that might be help us make sure you pick up the staff integration. But in phase 3 we should have the staff disintegration, which prevents stuns and disorient effects. So it shouldn't, the damage from it shouldn't be that high. That also another point here is the cosmetic. I will get to that. All right, so. Yeah, Kalda's on the right side with Edel, Pumpkin in the middle, and the ranged on Voss, and that means that Telonicus will be tanked by Edel up towards the plateau, potentially to the, what side is that? That's going to be this side here. So that's going to be up here. Alright, so around this area. Basically, because you want to minimize the amount of distance from the weapons in phase 2 and over to Telonicus again. Alright, so they're all going to get loose one at a time. We're going to experience them, we're going to see their abilities, we're going to get a feel of them, we're probably going to die, who knows what's going to happen. As soon as Telonicus dies, that reminds me, aside from throwing bombs, Telonicus puts on something called remote joy on people, which is a stun that happens after a certain amount of seconds, or is it in between? Just it randomly stuns after a certain amount of seconds. It's important we don't have this one on either Atheist, Pumpkin, or Liverpool, as having this one up will prevent them from building adequate threat in phase 2, and since it's a very damage intensive fight, it's a very threat intensive fight, and we're going to need them to be able to push out as much threat as possible. So Atheist probably no pool, of course, going to keep track of it, and if they tell you that they have a remote toy debuff on, then you will hold your damage until the remote toy debuff falls off, at which point we will finish off the Telonicus and initiate phase 2. Phase 2 is going to spawn the weapons. I think we're going to have just correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think we're gonna have you on Devastate. Pick it up and tank it just at the edge of the of the rest of the weapons, the edge of the AOE, so that the whirlwind from Devastate doesn't hit the melees. And Liverpool should be on the facial bulwark, and potentially the warp slicer. That will be the shield and the sword. I'm not sure exactly how hard the warp slicer hit, because it could be that it's easier to just pump into tank it with the rest. But let's see about that when we get there. Shola, you're going to be tanking the longbow. Be mindful that you're not allowed to have your pets attacking it, as it will drop aggro then. You need to basically it needs to be in the AoE, but you need to face it away from the raid, because I think it does a multi-shot, and it's quite a lot of damage. So I should think we're going to have most of the ranged DPS that aren't able to AoE will be focusing down the bow first here. So that would be Goalkeeper, would be Alt, as soon as he doesn't have his Hurricane or whatever it is anymore, and as well as the Shamans. And Pumpkin is going to be tanking the Staff of Integration, the Cosmic Infuser, the Infinity Blade, and I can't remember if there's one more, but there might be. Anyhow, melees, you want to focus down. Should we focus down the Staff of Integration or the Cosmic Infuser first?
I would say the Staff of Integration.
Okay. Alright, so you will be focusing on the Staff of Disintegration, and of course you don't want to give yourself mages, warlocks, casters, but it's important that you run in and pick up the staff when it drops. It boosts your damage a lot. That same goes for Fiola and Lilo on the bow, as well as all the others on their respective items. Be aware that the item disappears 30 seconds after it is dead, so it's important that you get in and pick it up rather quickly. A lot of them have some very relevant abilities. Marco, you're picking up the Infinity Blade, which means you will also be on Paladin in phase 3 in order to buff him or debuff him with a 25% magic damage taken. You'll be the only melee on Paladin, and I trust you to make sure you're not in melee range of him whenever he's about to swap his gaze target, so to speak. But yeah, so for the single target DPS, as soon as the bow is down for the range, no melees on the bow, by the way, absolutely no melees. But as soon as the bow on the start of the integration, the Cosmic Diffuser, you'll be focusing on, I think, the Infinite Blade afterwards. I should think we'll have the range on the single target range on Devastate after the bow, since I think it does too much damage for the melees to be in range, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then what's probably going to be able to last is going to be the phase shift bulwark that Liverpool will be tanking. The question here is whether or not we can kill all the weapons before phase 3 initiates. I think we have about 2 minutes. If we can't, then I think Pumpkin will be taking over tanking on Telonicus. And if this is the case, we're going to swap you around in phase 1, so the Liverpool will be the complication tank, and vice versa. Healers, especially Edel, make sure you pick up the Cosmic Infuser as quickly as possible. If it goes for everyone, it reduces, not only is it a big boost, but also reduces shadow and fire damage taken by the one you're healing by 50%, if I have read correctly. Not sure if that's the nerf version, that's the new version, but anyhow, highly important, especially for you, Edel, as you'll be healing Kelveth. And it's also important for the rest of us in phase 3, when Pumpkin, phase 4, when Pumpkin is tanking the King. So we'll get to that point. Yeah, so we got marker on the. Alright, so let's see, we got on the bow, we got marker on the appearance of blades. Alright, so quick question here. If we got the phase shift bulwark up when we enter phase 3, do we finish off the bulwark first, or do we go directly for Paladin?
I think we should. That's actually a very good question. Depending on how much HP it has, I mean, if it has maybe, I don't know, 30%, we should kill it, because it's very vital that, I mean, the dream scenario would be that all of the weapons will die before we enter, because then it will be more chaotic than we bargained for. But yeah, I think that we should switch to Saladrin, because we can maybe have a few damage dealers. I mean, we can have the melees can, since Thaladred, he will just fixate. We can just have some of the melees just nuke down the shield fast, and then have the ranged on Thaladred.
I think this decision actually makes itself, because since the weapons despawn 60 seconds after, we don't want to kill it in a true time, right? So you, for example, need to be freed from Sanguinar before. Yeah, sorry, I'll try to speak off it. But you need to be freed from Sanguinar before we kill off the bulwark then, because you need to move and pick it up within 1 minute. Right, so I think in that sense it would probably be better to just. I mean, if Liverpool can just off-tank it, because if Liverpool still has the bulwark up, then Pumpkin will take care of Telonicus, right? Since he won't be needed as a complication tank or help us, because Kelveth has the Darkness integration, and therefore we'll make sure that neither him or Edel will be stunned by my companion in phase 3.
Yeah. Also, a quick thing. Whenever a Capernian will pop, either Lilo or Fiola, if you can just misdirect Keldras, maybe right before she spawns, you can just move over here. So whenever she's misdirected, she will come directly towards you. So people just move away from the path she's running and wait with damage until he has thrown a couple of spells, and then just watch your threat, just like any other fight. But it's very important that that people stay away from her path, because she does her conflagration quite often. I mean, pretty much every time there is someone in melee range. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, I mean, there are phase 4 as well, but I'd say that we should just try to perfect phase 1 and 2, or at least just have some tries on it and see how it goes. It's a very, very chaotic fight, guys. So just don't stress out. Just focus on your individual task. Spread out a bit. Avoid Thaladred at all costs. Always stand max range. Whenever you're focused, you just run. Whenever you're focused, you just run down here. We need to have him around here, like I said before. He needs to die just within this place. So yeah. I actually think that we do. So that's very good that you said that, Kiona. Very good observation.
We're probably not gonna get to try phase 4 or 5 today, but we can just quickly run through it here. Basically, at phase 4, Calfest itself, just the fight, is gonna be casting fireballs. He's gonna be spawning phoenixes. He's gonna be doing AOE or stun blasts. It's important we interrupt the fireballs. I think if we do get there, then the fireball rotation is going to be Aetius, Kiona, Mando, and Salad on the first fireball. And it's going to be Ninandro, Marco, Wavergreen, and Sebo on the second fireball. So you just rotate like that, basically in the same way as you would do on what's his name, Shade of Iran in Karasan. Don't put down any consecrations. It's going to be flame strikes. You're going to see them slowly emerge from the ground. It's important that you get out. It's an instant death. It's number 45 correctly.
I believe it does 100k damage, so you'll never be able to.
So don't get hit by that. As said, let's see here. Every, I think, 40 seconds or something, he's going to spawn a Phoenix. Pumpkin is going to pick it up. He's going to be tanking it just outside of AoE. It's going to do an AoE fire pulse around it, so he's going to pull it out just far enough away from Calfas and the melees that they don't get hit. And then as soon as that, it's going to slowly dwindle in HP. And as soon as it dies, an egg spawns. It's important that everyone runs to the egg, kills it down within 15 seconds, so we're going to have another Phoenix rise from the ashes, so to speak. So be mindful that we're not going to get there, but you're just going to get the information.
Yeah, Kiona. Yeah, we had to kill it ASAP because else it respawns, and then we will be overrun by Phoenixes, and we can only afford having one up. So you always nuke. You avoid the original Phoenix when it turns into an egg. You switch target, kill that one, and then you just go back. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just try it out.
Yeah, let's roll the better, get some tries, and get a feel of it, and we can always discuss it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, sorry, Marco.
Bro, I was just saying, let's die some and let's try and let's continue doing this.
Yeah. Let's go. Kelkras, just say when you're ready. All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Power. My people are addicted to it.
We gotta get the circle first here.
After the Sunwell was destroyed.
Yes.
Welcome to the future. A pity you're too
I'm not sure if he shows steps in
Stop me now.
phase 1. I don't think he does it.
Let us see how your nerves hold up against the Darkener, Thalan. Prepare yourselves!
He's fast.
Yeah. That's some ammo. See if we can bring him to the back of the room. Here we go. Kelvus.
Okay, Kelkras, move to the south, please. South, not north. No, stop damage. Stop damage, guys. We need him to die on the southern part. So Ninandro, if you can move south as well. Don't damage.
Duelist.
Stop damage, guys. He needs to die in the southern part.
It's fine.
Guys, south.
Go southeast.
Okay, it's fine here. Just go. Fiola, if you can misdirect Sanguinar to me.
We're bringing him to the west side, right?
Yeah.
Blood for blood.
Fear ward.
Oh. You have
Yes,
to move him,
it's-
so watch
it's
your
done.
step. Yeah.
Okay, Lilo, if you can misdirect Capernian to Keldras.
Get out, get away from her, get away from here. Everyone away from her.
Okay, Keldras just move back, so she'll run.
Absolutely, move out. Told you not to stand close to her.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just start now.
Everyone but Pumpkin stays 30 yards away from. Nice. Yeah.
That is why you don't stand close to me.
Liverpool, can you pick him up? Oh, okay.
Yep. Take him off me. Yeah.
No. Okay. Try to dodge the bombs, Liverpool. Just run from side to side. See, he loads up there. Just move from side to side.
Remotes are Kiona. Yeah, like I said, nobody else stands close to her. It's only a tank stands to eat the conflagration of the
Liverpool, see if you can move from side to side so you never get hit by a bomb. It is possible to never get hit by a bomb. You don't have to move. Just if you keep in place, just rotate around him. Technically, if you want, you can just run around him in a circle.
You might want to wait.
Yeah, don't kill him yet. But you can bring him.
Can bring him close to death. You want to stop DPS now?
Don't stop DPS. No one DPS. Yeah, we know. This is just for him to get a hold of it. Like, see if he's getting hit in here. I'm not sure. You know if it's possible to. I feel like I seem to remember it being possible to move it. Don't finish him off yet. No DPS for 10 seconds.
I'm not sure if it's possible.
Yeah, you can go now.
I think the only way to do so would be to just, like you said, move sideways. Just left, and then right.
Right, ready for the weapon. Liverpool, you got the sword and the Pull on the bow. If you got echo on anything, then run to the tank. Feet. If you want to move Devastate a little bit closer, Atheus, in range. Or a little bit closer, I think, so that it might be in range.
I can't move the stuff.
All non-AoE DPS, range DPS should be on.
Masters, get the staff.
Got phase 3 incoming, hold us to your position. Alright.
Nice.
A virgin shot.
Yeah, nice. See how fun this fight is.
I can't move.
There is, sorry to interrupt. There is a minor thing. The Cosmic Infuser is healing the other weapons, so we might want to kill that one first.
No, I was interrupting it, but I died on the conflagration.
Okay, nice, Kiona. So if you can just stay on the sword and okay, perfect. Good job. All right. So yeah, it's the Staff of Integration first, followed by the longbow, and then you'll just AoE the Infuser, Slicer, kill off the Devastator, and then in the end we will be handling the Phase Shift Bulwark. And if we can get someone to either Liverpool or Pumpkin, just mark up a skull ASAP, so we can burn them down very fast, because they need to die really fast. I don't think we got one down at all before entering Phase 3, and you can't have I mean, like I said, the dream scenario would be only to have none of the weapons up, but you need to kill at least 5 of them before going into Phase 3, because they are stronger in Phase 3, they have more HP, so just focus on your task. It's a hard fight, so just don't panic, don't do whatever, just focus.
I think we need to keep the devastation, the big action tanking is closer to the pack. Not so close that it can hit the AoE, but so close that it might get hit by some of the AoE that we're putting on the other pack.
All right.
We really need that extra damage.
Okay. And it doesn't really hit that hard as well. I mean, the whirlwind will for the rest, but it doesn't really do that much damage on me.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I know what's wrong, but that's not something I can do anything about sadly today.
It's actually better now.
Oh, that's good to hear. I sent my PC in to get some upgrades. Mostly, not PCware, but some other valid upgrades. So I'm stuck with my laptop again. And I think there's something wrong with the sound.
And Liverpool, I'm not really sure if you can dodge the bombs, but when you tank him again, try to, instead of moving in a circular path, try to move sideways. So whenever you see him casting the bomb, just move to the left. Just keep moving to the left, not completely away from him. Just move to the left. When he stops casting, you move to the right, and just rinse and repeat. I'm not sure if you can, but I've noticed that you didn't get hit sometimes, so I think it's possible. Since it does a lot of damage, it would help us a lot with minimizing the healer's mana. Okay, give me a sec.
Can I? So I can't move the staff. Just cast frostbolts on me. So one of the weapons, it's impossible for me to get, I think.
Yeah, you can't really tank the staff as such unless it can. I can't remember if it can be interrupted. I don't think so, but it has to go. It's the first target that has to die. So everybody just nuke. I can't grab the mark. I don't know why. It says I don't have permission to loot it. Oh well.
Should we use terrorism in phase 2 with weapons to try to make sure we get them all down? And then phase 3.
That's a very good idea. I will announce the terrorism. Okay, let's go again. We need to have a few more tries.
Energy. Power. My people are addicted to it. A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. A pity you're too late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore.
Remember to position yourself always south of Paladin here, so we don't have to waste time with him going back and forth. Just stay south.
Prepare yourselves!
You guys move south of him if you can.
Okay, finish him off.
Don't be close to him when the cooldown for the gaze is about.
Fiola, if you can misdirect Sanguinary.
Blood for blood.
Misdirect for Calderas on Companion.
Yeah, Lilo, misdirect Copernican to Kelvin.
The Sindori reign supreme.
Everyone get away from her. Get away from her. That goes for everyone but Pumpkin. Get away from her. You're melee. I don't want to see your range bows. I just want to see you stay the fuck. you're a healer, try to position yourselves east to room. Don't stand close to Pumpkin or you will also take damage. Atsune, you're too close. Zorelis, you're too close, move out.
You have proven worthy to test your skills.
Oh, someone stand too close. Come on, this is very simple. You just need to stay in max range.
Everyone was at max range.
Someone was standing in front of the rest. Why don't we use the target all?
It still targets you at max range, I think.
What's the range of the
Same as Dark and Blessed, without improve.
You can't move. You either, I think, either you just stand or you move from side to side, not all the way around, because we're gonna get the melees hit. We can't have that. If you can't dodge it, just attack it. It's alright. Alright, Lilo, you're tanking the bows and Shola's death. All non-AoE ranged on the bow, melees on staff. Face the bow away from the race, please. I said all non-AoE DPS AoE ranged on the bow, please. That goes for shamans and shadow.
Alright, get the stuff.
I'm taking the mace, please someone take it off me.
Marco is tanking the mace. Can we have a tank on the Cosmic Infuser?
Bounty's off. Come on. It's on me.
I think we need devastation close in it.
They can also be stunned.
Mace is dead.
Healers get it. Ten seconds.
Three. Since we'll
Everything in
October
fighters. Did all the casters get the stuff?
I don't know.
I did.
Also, one warning was if all casters suddenly stop and get the staff, then you kind of lose AoE.
Yeah, I'm not
Do
sure.
not res.
Can you get me on the platform, or is that impossible?
We are in combat.
It's so close. Can't move it.
Yeah, I think I have to close as well.
Wait a second. So that we are very far behind on the map.
It's not fair.
It is very far.
Yeah, it's 50% on 4 weapons.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I think we should start doing AoE. Like, we don't need to single target the staff.
Oh, if you can do AoE, you should do AoE. It's only the ones who can't do AoE who single targets. So mages, warlocks, fire off all the AoE. It's primarily for the melees, like the rogues, the warrior. Of course, breakthrough is wonderful, but in the same way, it's only the single target damage that should be on the bow for the range.
Also, isn't Sanguinar his resurrection a bit too close to the weapons? Maybe get Sanguinar a bit like still on the left, but a bit closer to the mid, perhaps.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the thing is that he will start with a fear, and that is why we'll have him on the side, so not so many people will get hit by the fear.
Yeah, we're just moving him, I don't know, a little bit further south. So
because of the fear, because we're all there, all the melees are there, killing the weapons.
Yeah, we'll don't worry, Carlos. The whole transition into phase 3, we'll sort out the clinks and make sure everyone is in position. Usually, we're gonna have Atheist, we're gonna have you run to your positions about 10 seconds before phase 3 starts with your healers. It's just that right now we're trying to figure out how to make sure we kill the weapons in time. So just crossing that bridge when we get there. But yeah, Edel will run with you in phase 3. We can try to just have that up. Edel, we need the Cosmic in future down. It was down. Okay, so that's actually all right. But yeah, so Edel will follow you down to your companion in phase 3, and of course remember to pick up the staff integration. And I'm not sure if the anti-stun thingy is something you need to activate, or if it's an aura. I haven't had it myself. So, we shouldn't need Tremor, because it doesn't drop aggro, and Atheist can just stance into Sanguinar when phase 3 initiates, so that he has time to build aggro before he potentially gets feared the first time. So Tremor shouldn't be necessary.
And yes, you do need to use the staff. But after you use it, it lasts like a long time. I think 15 to 30 minutes.
15 seconds.
Yeah, 15.
You just need to use it once.
And it's an aura around you.
Yeah, after you use it.
Okay.
It's basically the same as these circular ones. It looks quite similar, I think. Maybe it's a little bit more bright. But yeah, Copernican, just stand as far away as you can. At least 15, 20 yards. 20 yards.
Yeah, we had one little gnome standing with the kills last time. That's how it's
Okay, so we managed to kill 2 weapons. Dagger on 18 feet. Shield on 50. I mean, progress, right? Yeah, we just need to we just need to burst more.
We have more than enough DPS. Are the weapons stacked enough?
Yeah, that's the thing. The only ones that are not stacked is the bow and the axe. I mean, I can't move too close because then melees will be whirlwinded to death. So
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
try to position. I'll try to position it so the seeds will hit it. But we really need to burst the staff, especially, very, very fast.
Can I ask for something? Is it possible to misdirect the Infinity Blades to me? The Infinity Blade is normally the second to the right, just left of the bow, which is the one most right. And normally I have to consecrate on the first 3 weapons on the left. So if I could have the
I suppose we can spare a misdirect on Sanguinar in the first part.
Yeah.
What's the cost?
Fiola, you don't need to do it on Sagron. I'll just grab it myself. Just focus your MD on the dagger. Ninandra, I can't grab it. For some reason, it says I don't have permission. I don't know why. Yeah.
Can I come with this? It's just Gorky Bear. I think it's better if I'm on the staff and start, since I boost the damage on spellcast, spell damage and warlocks instead of the bow.
Yeah, that would be perfect. The staff should just go down ASAP. So that's a very good thing. That's a good idea. All right. Enough talking. We just need to practice it.
My people are addicted to it. Dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. Late to stop it. No one can stop me now. Salama Ashalanore. Let us see how your nerves hold up against the Darkener, Valadred.
Prepare yourselves!
Here we go. Okay, spot incoming, get out. Okay, spot there. Come on guys, please don't be anywhere close to him. When the gate spot happens, ranged, melee, doesn't matter. Anguline. Did you stun into? Okay.
Blood for blood.
Chili, can you forward Adeus?
I think you want to move him a little further south, so he's not quite as hard. Lilo, get the hell, historic to everyone stay away. Just get away, get away. Wave, what you used way too close.
Wave, move back, please. You're too close.
Wave, move out.
Is it possible for the mages to use Frostbolt for a longer range here?
Wave, move, you can. Please tell me you have more range. Or you just can't attack him. Right, slowly. Give him time to build back. Guys, wait a bit so you don't get hit by the.
Just stand still, Liverpool. Don't try to avoid it. It will just cause more damage. Just
You don't want to move him to the right a bit, or you just want to keep him?
Yeah, you can move him a bit. Just move backwards. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect.
Alright, everything coming. Don't forget to misdirect the Infinity Blades. Okay. Let's go, here is it. Liverpool, can you pick up the facial blood? Liverpool, the facial shield. You need to tank it. Liverpool, the shield, can you pick it up? That is your primary job.
Rangers loot the stuff.
Mace down.
Mace is down.
Loot the mace.
It's in the ground.
Yeah, it seems possible.
20 seconds. I need to get over to Sanguinar.
We need Devastate. I think it has to be closer, so at least we can get some damage on it. So we gotta get the phase 3, but damage is a lot better this time, man. A lot better. Right, that's definitely a huge improvement. But I think we need the Devastate. We need the Axe closer, because we need some sort of AoE damage.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because people tend to move all the time, so I can't really position it as one place. I need to constantly move it because the whirlwind will one-shot anybody.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah. Liverpool, make sure you pick up the bulwark. I'd actually say the bulwark. I think the bulwark does the most damage of the warp slicer. Otherwise, yeah, those two, the warp slicer and the bulwark, just those two.
How fast does the bow die into the fight? Because the hunters can then go on to devastation, right?
That's true. I'm not sure exactly how quick the bow dies. We just need to make sure we have everything but the shield up. Oh, we have a fight in progress or something.
No one can stop me now.
Did you accidentally start?
Let us see how your nerves hold up against the Darkener, Valadred.
Prepare yourselves!
Okay.
I think if you die anywhere close to the Diaz, just run in. It takes no time to run in anyhow. And this just sets us back 2 to 3 minutes.
I was also thinking the warp slicer, so it's possible.
It is possible. Okay, in that case, I think Liverpool, you just make sure you pick up the face shift bulwark. That's your primary job. And if you can, then see if you can also pick up Warp Slicer. But the priority here is the shields of the facial bulwark. If you're in there and can't get out, just die as quickly as possible. Otherwise we're just wasting unnecessary time.
Reset.
Reset.
So how fast is the boat dying?
Yola, do you have an estimate on that?
And I can go watch the whatever.
There's also another problem. Since I'm tanking Sanguinar, and if I have to run over to him with the axe, I will kill him.
We need the axe to be dead, basically. Alternatively, I mean, we just need the axe dead. We can't hurt it.
Yeah, can't Liverpool tank the axe?
I mean, we could just Liverpool tank the axe and Aces take the bulwark. That's true, but that again, it goes back to the question we started with: what dies last, right? If the devastation dies last, then yes, we're gonna have Liverpool tank the devastation. Yeah.
Also, since I'm picking up the bulwark as well, I think it's more suitable to that I tank the.
Did you tank what? Sorry? Oh, you tank the bulwark. Yeah,
we can do that.
Alright, in that case, Liverpool, you pick up the axe and move it just outside the range so it doesn't whirlwind the melees, and Aces, you pick up the.
But also he can pull it.
And potentially Warp Slice.
He can pull it a little bit enough close so we can AoE, at least with Arcane Blast, I guess.
Yeah.
If you can manage that.
Oh, by the way, the boat takes pretty much the entirety of the phase 3.
Do we have our single target? I don't even know if that's a good idea. I think Gorky again is actually applying the misery. Like he can put up dots on all the weapons and they take 5% more magic damage. Right? I think that's probably better than having him help you get to go. That's just more damage. It also helps you spell damage.
Yeah, I was doing it on all the weapons last fight. Mostly on the...
Yeah. I think it's a waste to have you on the boat.
And if I get targeted, I do barely any damage, and it's a lot of burden for the...
So Liverpool takes...
Yeah.
DX, okay. And does he also tank Telonicus? Or will I take Telonius then?
You will tank, you will likely tank Telonicus. So, yeah.
So in that case, I'm gonna start move.
I think in that case, yeah, I think we're gonna try with you tanking Telonicus, so you can get a feel of it. If this is how we decide to go about it. Because if we expect to have the axe up, then yeah, we'll be tanking here in phase 2 anyhow.
So in that case, let's say Liverpool goes to off tank on colors, on Capernian, right?
You're too close to the Astromancer, that's the problem. You need to be further away from the boss, or the mini boss, yeah, whatever you want. Absolute max range. I hope you have the range talent, otherwise if you don't have the range talent, you might just not be able to DPS him. Let's see if you have it. You only got one in Stone's Reach. I don't know if you have enough. Do you know what is the range of your lightning bolt? Can you check that around? or Mambo for that matter, what is the range of lightning?
Suffice to say, if you are not able to move far enough, you don't damage her.
Yep. You just hover over the spell and you can read it. It says in the right upper right corner, it says how far or long the range.
Okay. Well, enough. Let's just go, guys.
Okay, it should be fine then. So you need to stand absolutely max range. Mambo, you don't have a Storm's Reach, you can't DPS him. You just have to stand there. We need 30 plus shots.
Also, I'll try to take Telonicus more or less where I start thinking the weapon, so I can take it just after the start. Like die on the platform, but closer to the left than to the right.
Prepare yourselves!
Let's try not to be close to him when he's swapping bases. Swapping targets. Get out. Chilly move.
Damage stop, damage
The
stop.
other way, the other
Damage
way.
stop.
Right. Give him a few steps. Okay. Right. Let's go.
It's fine to kill him.
You have persevered against some of my best advisors, but none can
Few water later.
the might of the blood hammer. Behold,
Yes, I will.
Lord Sanguinar.
Blood for blood.
Watch your step. Keep a little further. I think further down it. So we don't run into the closest tree. This direction of cover.
Thus endure I reign supreme.
Get away from her. Minimum of 31 yards.
Resist the fireball.
Solid, can you check the range of your spell?
It's higher than Arcane Blast, but I'll check it out after this.
Just, I don't know what it is, just check what is the number
You have proven worthy to test your skills.
on your Arcane Blast. What is the range on Arcane Blast?
Telonicus.
30 yards.
That's too close, you can't refuse it. Use crossbows.
Yeah, I'm using fireball.
rather keep max range as melee DPS even. Like, just max range, like you will win you, so you don't get hit by the. Right, phase 2 incoming, ready for the weapons. Misdirect the Infinity Blade to come.
Just to close the X.
Casters get the stuff.
Sure you don't gimp yourself and damage. Okay. More damage. 30 seconds.
A bit closer to.
Mace is dead.
HB, initiating, covers find your spots, A2.
Dead.
That was rather decent. Alright, let's see. We had a lot of damage, I suppose. That was the axe getting too close. Or what did the rope start from first? Yeah, alright. Yep. Otherwise, very promising. This definitely shows that we can do it. Nice, good job trying to find the correct position there, April. I don't know if you got a better feel of exactly how close you could stand. I think it's fast. Yeah, I really don't think it's gonna make up people dying on the plateau. I think you just run. Like it's not gonna be fast. We gotta run accidentally or listen or reinitiate the fight. So let's just release and run in. It takes no. Right, I should sure hope that no one who is dead right now is anywhere close to the DS and therefore accidentally initiates the fights. Right. Is it possible? Did we figure out whether or not it's possible to have the axe in AoE range without it hitting the melee zone?
It is, but maybe just. I think it is. I think I was a little bit too close to it, but maybe a little bit more to the right, and we can do it. By the way, do any other weapons do any type of cleave or something besides?
I think the only one that cleaves is the axe. There's
Yeah,
some
multi-shot from the bow, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's just
I think
anything.
I think it works. I can be in the middle of the weapons. I think me and Zevo can be in the middle of the weapons. I think it works.
Because if I need to think, yeah, it may even be that we don't need it in the DBS then. Because we seem to have very high damage here, especially if we hadn't had a few people die, and you died earlier as well, so we have that extra damage.
No one can stop me now.
I know, for the love of God, I mean, just run in. I don't know if someone will start the fight, but if they did, then it really shouldn't happen. Like, I don't care what it is you need to. But yeah, very good round on the weapons.
Thank you. By the way, is it impossible to have the bow within the rest of the weapons as well? I mean, as long as they are faced away from the raid.
I think it should be possible to place it in there. It's just a matter of running over.
Thing is, Liverpool would take damage, so it would take a multi-shot damage, I guess.
Yeah, the thing is that the way that we have positioned them, I think that it would be best to have all the weapons on the left side near where we did before, near Thaladred. All weapons except the Devastator. It can be around where Kilthas is, but in the line where he is. So just next to everyone. So they it will get hit by the seats as well. But we need to only have one item alive. We can't have two. So basically, just make sure to nuke down all of them, and then the Devastator afterwards. Because the bow could we had the bow within with all the weapons, and if it's faced away from the raid, it won't really do any damage to anybody but the tanks. So basically, we just stand with our backs against the wall like Thaladred is standing. It shouldn't be a problem.
When we get to Telonicus in phase 1, we at least try to stay out and let Pumpkin experiment with the positioning and the rotations, his movement, so to speak. So it would really help us a lot if we're able to avoid some of the bomb damage from phase 3. So, yeah, don't really just stay out. Don't go.
Yeah. All right, let's go again. Time is flying by.
Guys, remember to equip weapons.
True.
Oh, that is really good, man. Thank you.
You can do a macro and post it on the action bars.
Ah, come on. Macro
I need to re-equip my life.
You can use show and then you see if you have something there or not.
I actually forgot as well.
Prepare yourselves!
Very good job.
Tier 1, very nice.
Blood for blood.
I'll let him position.
Idle and happy, you are too close.
WIP.
God, I love the bear dance.
Where win, just either if you can't get far enough away, just don't die.
Well done. You have proven worthy to test your skills against my master engineer.
Melee, stay out. Melee is out. Can try. Stay out. Stay out. There's no reason. No reason for you to get antsy. Just wait. We don't need your damage here.
You mean stay out all the way?
Nice one, thank you. So it works.
We need to watch our effects, but can we rebuff?
Yeah. Watch your threat, guys.
This is
like Epifron said, just let him experiment. Don't go all out. There is an omen for a reason. You have to look at it.
Alright, let's hold on the damage for a second. We lost this run anyhow, so really try to go in and just see if you can rotate with Pumpkin. So melee is on him now, and see if you can rotate. Reverse Pumpkin's movement. Reverse Pumpkin's movement. Don't get hit by the bombs.
Because
see
I
if you
go
can
exactly
find wisdom here. Just go opposite him, right? And of course you stand max range.
My bad.
Yes. Alright, I mean we can't reset, can we? We might as well just
Shit.
let's not waste our time here. Okay, if you can't go opposite of him, then you just stay up.
By the way, you can't disarm the X.
We can stun the
It's a star guy.
So are we pulling the bow to the rest of the weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we need people not to die in phase 1. That's pretty important.
I think we should be able to. Alright, so wave just don't DP. Wave doesn't DPS on companion, and the melees don't DPS on Telemachus.
Earlier I tried on Telemachus, I tried a smaller arc of rotation, but I still get it by the bomb. Unless I go to nearly the other side, it's not gonna happen.
It seems alright that you skipped or whatever, you dodged them all.
But it is possible, you'll just get parry hasted, but I don't think besides the bombs it does much damage anyway, so you can actually attack from where I am attacking. It's possible.
I don't feel like there's any reason to risk it. I'm pretty sure someone is going to screw up, so there's really no reason.
Yeah, it's too much fuss, in my opinion. I mean, in phase 1 we can minimize the damage by you switching side to side, but in phase 3 I'd reckon, until the damage dealers get to him, you should just stand still and just eat it.
It's not about damaging. It's about preventing. It's about making sure that Pumpkin doesn't require 2 healers for phase 3, and that's why he needs to be able to dodge it.
Yeah. So basically, whenever you're not I mean, since Telonicus is the last one to die, Pumpkin, he can just switch from side to side until we actually get to him, because then all the rest of the 3 will be dead. Then he will be able to eat it instead of just running around with the melees as well. It's too much of a hassle. So just whenever there are no melees close to him, you can just ping pong. But whenever the melees are coming, you can just sense it.
Just make sure we have it in the reverse order, right? So that whenever the healers are there to help him, the melees can step in and he can stop dodging, rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the healers are the last thing to come in when everything else is set. Have the melees on here in the beginning so he can learn the.
Yeah. So basically, we need to minimize the damage. We need to minimize damage that Pumpkin takes. So just do your best in avoiding damage. And yeah, just stay away from Thaladred. He will die first. Then we go for Sanguinar, of course. Just like we're doing it now. Sanguinar, Thaladred, Sanguinar, Capernian, and then Telonicus. So just don't, just stay away from the right side, since you know the conflagration is a killer. So we need to be very keen on moving right away when you're focused. It's very important.
Since Telonicus barely attacks at all, I think the melee can definitely try an attack from the front.
I'm not really sure if he has a cleave, but
the guy hit me twice between all the bombs, so
it doesn't matter though, right? We're risking an off chance of losing a melee, right, and not going to phase 2 probably in a situation where it really has no point as to whether or not we deal 1,000 damage a second or 2 damage.
Let's go again. So, Kildra, say when you're ready. Marco, say when you're ready. Just so you know, it's just a practice day. Tomorrow will also be a practice day. We just need to get this, printed in our heads, how to do it, how to position. And we need to be very keen on, the execution on the weapons has to be flawless. Do we have an MD in phase 2? Did we pop those? No, we didn't pop those. Because if we have MDs up, maybe we can try to Fiola or Lilo. If you can, I know Lilo you don't have, but if any of you do, just try to multi-shot the right ads.
We're having Fiola masturate the Jet Blade.
Okay. Yeah, then we just need to pick him up, but you need to not do damage in the beginning, because we need to gather them.
But the last weapon phase was very nice. Love this last fight, but the one.
Also, another reason why not to stand close to Thaladred, he silences for 8 seconds.
Right. Here,
Blood for blood.
Wave, what did we just talk about? Why are you DPSing her? I don't want to have to say this again.
Yeah, just stay behind Wave.
Damage casual healing.
Since we have the whole left side and a lot of the center, we don't have that much of a hustle on Thaladred in phase 3. So just make sure to use it wisely.
Well done. You have proven worthy to test your skills against my master engineer.
Self-focus.
So basically what Pumpkin is doing now, he will be doing in phase 3 when there is no damage on him. And whenever we are going to kill him, we are going to stand.
Salvation for Keldwas, please, now. Fuck.
Okay, I have remote sword.
Stop damage, no?
Stop damage, stop damage.
Oh, 40 seconds.
No damage.
At least Pumpkin can show his 15 seconds. At 5 seconds, just nuke him.
Alright, with the weapon.
I have many weapons in my arsenal.
Yeah, I can epic where I am.
Back to same player.
Guys, come on. Right, 7 seconds. We need the bulwark down. 2 positions. Aetius to side. Keldwas to Fennegan. Adel with him. Right, range TP. Taliban. Don't forget to use your staffs, use the active, especially top.
Okay, go. Second.
Repeat, mate. You will. Okay. Let's get the range on companion. Max range and companion. We talked about this. Things do not change because we are suddenly in phase 3.
So melee Telonicus now or not?
If you're low on HP as a melee Telonicus, you will die. Just move out. If you're uncertain, just
Pumpkin, you can just stand still. Please just stand still.
Some people are still too close, Alright, get the range. You can stand still now, Pumpkin. Really. At 24 seconds. Is you ready for focus? Or for
yeah.
Focus?
Gets.
Coming in 5. Remember to activate your shields. Alright, we're gonna have Atheist, Fiona, Magnus, Salem. I'm getting ready to pick up the Phoenix.
Remember, the consequences aren't mine.
No consequences. Auto Marker, get the Infinity Blade, make sure to hit.
Salvation on Caldras.
Ready for Phoenix. Get out of flame strike. Phoenix, Pumpkin, get up. I did not tell anyone to DPS the Phoenix. I told Pumpkins to pick it up. You DPS Cal.
Should get ready for the egg soon.
Egg.
Get the egg.
Speak of the next Phoenix. After you can handle the.
I will.
It's on Liverpool.
Right, Liverpool bring it to the DS. Outside the range of the range, but bring it to the DS. We need it just next to the DS. Liverpool to the DS. To Caltas. Liverpool, move him up front.
Ninandra mind controlled.
Basically, you want to position him. Okay, kill the egg.
Okay, guys. So just as you noticed, I don't know why people damaged the what's it called? The alarm thing. You always wait for it to just let it drop in HP, then you kill the egg.
It has been a long time since we went through it, so it's understandable. It was a lot of chaos, but yeah, I agree. Very good try. Very good try.
Insane try. I'm really amazed. We just need to
we haven't really gone over phase 4 yet, so it's understandable that people wouldn't know.
Yeah. So basically, like you see, whenever a Phoenix spawns, you let the tank grab it. He will just move it until it burns down its own HP. Once it turns into an egg, you kill the egg, and then you wait for another to spawn. And that's basically it. He will do flame strikes. You'll be seeing a visual on the ground. You move away ASAP. You don't finish a cast. You don't finish, deep damaging, healing. You just move right away. Really, really good try. I mean, even in phase 4, even though it's the first try we had there, really, really good. Just don't damage the hog, because then it will just run around burning people in the center, and we can't afford losing anyone. So you just need to focus on that. And crazy phase 3.
Wait, at respawn, At respawn. It's the patrol.
So?
One of the patrols on the tunnel between Void River and KT.
But we are slowly getting the hang of it, and it's very nice to see. I mean, that we are already in phase 4. I'm really proud of you guys.
One point, can we, like Yuna said, can we say when the ads are low?
Yeah, we will. This one was a bit. Well, we didn't manage the first take, and people TBS the first one down. But yeah, we'll. As Joe Pumpkin will announce when the ads are at 10 and 5% HP, so you're ready to swap as soon as the egg comes.
But that's the duty of the ranged only, right?
No.
The eggs or not?
That's why we're keeping them close to the DS.
Okay.
What is the timer on the egg? Like
15 seconds.
15?
15 seconds for 70k.
100k HP.
Oh, we got all the ads. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we managed to get to phase 4. I mean, that's an accomplishment in itself. Just make sure to read up a little bit more on phase 4. I mean, we got phase 1 to 3 pretty much in the what they call in the bag. We got it. So basically, just also in what I noticed in phase 3. Since I will be taking Sanguinar on the left side, I will try to move him a bit further upwards. So pretty much all the range will have free space in the center and the left side for Thaladred. Because we can't have people moving towards Copernicus. Everybody needs to avoid her at all costs. But amazing. I mean, I'm really amazed that we got to phase 4 like this, and we managed to get into 75, 74%. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean, tomorrow we'll definitely get to see more of phase 4 and also phase 5. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you very much for the raid tonight, guys. Very good job. Just keep up the focus, and we will kill him in no time. And Mount Hijal, Black Temple, here we come.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a question about the Lucci.
Yeah, shoot.
Should we fill it now?
I mean, feel free to go in now. I'll get. I had a bit of a busy week, so I haven't done the announcement. But yeah, I'll get it up probably tomorrow evening, not before at least. But yeah, I think the loot sheet should be ready in there. Yeah, I think it's gonna last about 1.5, maybe 2 weeks until we close in. So remember, you can submit your votes, and it doesn't mean they're locked in. You can go in and you can change them until the end of the specified day. I'm gonna give you the announcement tomorrow, at which point you can't change them anymore. So, but yeah, think about it, go in and fiddle a bit with it, and hopefully we'll see some of the items as well.
Because I've seen the sheet as not the end bosses of the instance. There is no Illidan and no Ashimon.
No, that's because that will also feature in the announcement, but we added the bosses that are likely to die in the near future, or at least the question, out of question that we expect.
Okay.
So this was to avoid people putting all their votes on items that they won't see for 3 months, 2 or 3 months, and feeling sad about it. So absolutely, basically. So we're gonna add the last bit later on once we reach that.
Makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah, good job, everyone, and see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, mate.
Safe journey. Arcanon Poros.